We come to you north of the border from Toronto, Ontario. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Raptors are Canada's team. Only fitting. Toronto's the fourth largest city in North America.
Ed, all that sounds great, but I'll tell you what, I love everything about T-Dot. The food, the music, the culture, the people, the energy of the city. It's off the charts. Every NBA player wants to come through the six.
No one really cares if it's cold because inside these walls, it's always revved up. The Wizards begin the game with the basketball. Wall. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Leonard to Danny Green. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Not that time.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
It's Washington with the basketball. Wall to Howard. Marc Gasol sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Baseline drive. Count the basket inside.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Wall into the front court. They trail by 2. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Bradley Beal trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Off the mark at the line. Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Runner's good there.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Off the assist.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Wall to Howard. Oh, they call him for the foul.
A simple touch foul.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Number 9, Serge Ibaka.
Beal. Wall. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
There's only so many times you can hide from the truth. That was horrific defense. Just got to get it back on the next possession.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Pascal Siakam at the line for a chance at a three-point play. His career mark right now sits at 63%. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Washington basketball. Here's Wall for 2. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. He'll run the offense. Jay, how do you even begin to try and describe the whirlwind that is the Toronto Raptors?
Well, you start with the positive. Last year was the first time in franchise history they were the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. And here we are, this team still having a chance to win the Eastern Conference again.
Into the front court comes Wall. Down 5. Short jumper stays out.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Count it, and the foul. He's going to the line for a free throw.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, #1, create contact, and #2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Serge Ibaka trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Whoops, that won't go. Wall. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Textbook body control on the Euro step.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Wall. Jan Mahinmi with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Wall with it up top. Counting down towards 1 minute to play here in the opening quarter. Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors. Kawhi Leonard. 3 for 4. Good start.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Serge Ibaka sends it away. Gets to the basket and scores.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Number 3. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Subbing in for the Washington Wizards, number 13, Thomas Bryant.
Kawhi Leonard able to recover with the block. Knocked loose. Siakam up against John Wall. Wizards with the basketball. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Nothing going here on that drive. Bobby Portis, huge block. That's it for the first quarter. The Raptors enjoying a sizable lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. For the Raptors. Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
And they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
23. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
There it is, John Wall. He's 3 for 7.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Serge Ibaka slams it down. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
To Wall. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quick. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Marc Gasol with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Nice finish at the rim.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Oh, they called the foul.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Number 23.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Substitutions, Toronto.
To Wall. To Beal. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. Bradley Beal. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
From the outside, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Short jumper off the mark.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Wall to Beal. Oh, a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Toronto Raptors are at the limit. Into the game for the Raptors, number 17.
And they call it.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
To number 17, Jeremy Lin.
Oops, he missed the first one. Misses the second as well. To Lin. Jeremy Lin. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Beal to Howard. Pascal Siakam pins it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Pascal Siakam rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Howard. And now they'll play Hackett-Dwight and send Howard to the line with the intentional foul.
Now here's your chance to make them pay for making you the target of Hackett. Well, actually, your free throw shooting made you a target, but you can still fix that.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Short jumper off the mark. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Short jumper stays out to Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Cashes in for two.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Kawhi Leonard tips it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
The assist from number 43.
Wizards at the controls. Marc Gasol swats it. That's his third block this evening.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Stepping in for
Almost, and he's not getting the call. Pascal Siakam, strong finish. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Just off the mark.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Wall across the timeline. Down a bundle. Parker's shot off the mark. Bobby Portis snatching it out of the air. Add 2 points to the board. They'll let one fly from half court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Raptors absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Toronto Raptors. The Wizards have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. These are the guys getting buckets for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Bench points.
The Washington Wizards had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down.
Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard has been making the competition look silly on the defensive end.
was cold.
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Lowry with it. His guys holding the big lead. Dwight Howard sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
A drive through the paint, but his shot misses.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
And counted at the rim.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Can't connect from inside. Count it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Into the front court, it's Wall. His guys down big, and too much contact.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. To Beal. Has a look. Bradley Beal. Now 4 for 9.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Lowry goes to the right side. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
Ooh, Ed, looking like the young Manu Ginobili with hair out there with the Euro step.
That wasn't that long ago, was it? Layup goes down. Well done.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Team foul number 2. Into the game for the Toronto Raptors, number 23.
Marc Gasol with a piece. 4th this contest.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Pascal Siakam at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Wall into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
And Jay, they called the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Substitution being made in this one.
Team foul number 3. Toronto Raptors are in the penalty. Substitutions, Washington.
And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
43, Pascal Siakam. That's his first.
Knocks down the first.
For the Raptors, number 9, Serge Ibaka. And number 3.
And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Slams it down. And boy, that was a lot to navigate.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
This is like a boxing match. If you fight against a great boxer, if he keeps jabbing you at the face, eventually that body will open up. You keep giving up layups like that, boom, a body blow is on the way.
Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
First free throw is good.
For the Toronto Raptors, number 17, Jeremy Lin.
Able to convert on both free throws. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Green. Good. Off a spin.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
First one goes down.
It's like practice.
Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. To Powell. And the finish at the rim.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Into the front court comes Wall. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. Marc Gasol sends it away. Ooh, 5 now.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
And scores. Nice move, Jay.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Marc Gasol able to recover with the block. Incredible. 6 tonight.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Serge Ibaka looking good. 4 for 5.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Almost unlucky bounce. 3 quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. It's been all Raptors. The Wizards in control of the basketball as we start the fourth, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Stuffs it down with authority.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Marc Gasol, consistent effort. He's at 50%.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Wizards have it. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
John Wall trying to cash in on the three-point play, shooting 75% so far tonight. Free throw good, so they get the three-point play, but it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. Lowry into the front court. He'll run the offense. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Kyle Lowry at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Lowry converts the three-point play as the Raptors able to extend their lead. It's Washington with the basketball. Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
All day. Give it to him. Gasol so comfortable from that range. Wall with it up top. Down a bundle. And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Number 7, Kyle Lowry. That's his 4th personal foul. Team foul number 2.
To Wall. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. It's Wall. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Wall. Screen coming, and they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 43, Pascal Siakam. Entering the game for the Wizards.
That's foul number 6, and a trip to the bench for the rest of the game.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
For Toronto, number 23,
Fight to shoot for Washington. Taken by the Raptors.
Can the offense just run some clock here? I've seen enough.
Count the bucket for 2.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Washington basketball. Probing the defense. Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Stuffs it down with authority.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Marc Gasol, huge block. Make that 7.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Pascal Siakam, strong finish. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. To Leonard. Short jumper off the mark. Beal to Howard. Ah, rocking the rim.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
I got ball. That's me.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
Marc Gasol. He's now 4 for 6.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
And a nice finish at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Howard. Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Count the basket at the rim.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Jabari Parker rocking the rim.
An easy 2, get back on defense.
Leonard to Danny Green. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Bobby Portis with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And count the basket inside. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer, it's the Raptors with the victory, as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors were merciless in this game. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Toronto Raptors. The Wizards lost this game long before the final buzzer. And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Defense. Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
This is what the future holds for the Toronto Raptors. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.